Hello everyone, I am Akshay Sharma and welcome to my channel. If you are new to my channel, please pause the video here and consider subscribing. Please press the bell icon to never miss an update. Let's get started with this video now.
So today we are here to talk about service-oriented architecture, or what is called as SOA. SOA. Okay, and we will be discussing about multiple topics here. We'll discuss about what are the older systems. Okay, then we will discuss what are the problems with the older systems. What the problems that older systems have, and then how SOA helps out to reduce that problems. So we'll discuss about what is SOA, what are services, why SOA, and why we are going towards service oriented architecture. Okay, once we familiarize with all those topics, we'll go ahead with the SOA architecture principles, few theoretical statements there. Then what is a web service? Actually, what is a web service? Then what are the components of web service? We'll discuss. Then what are the majorly three roles of web services? We'll discuss. And then at the end, we will go for what are SOAP-based services, what are RESTful services, and we will compare SOAP-based and REST-based services. And then we'll go for a quick practical session where I'll be taking a tool and we will see how that APIs needs to be tested. Okay. Okay, so this is kind of architecture or this kind of a principle. What when the IT picks up, right? When the internet picks up in the market back in 1990s, right? These are the common systems, popular systems with which basically internet worked at that time. Okay, so all those COM, DCOM, Java specific systems, then a platform and language dependent systems are there, right? So this was the kind of architecture what previously distributed frameworks or the systems handles. Okay, that one system is basically interacting with a wired way. It is interacting with various other systems. Okay. Now, what is the problem with that system? What was the problem? That this end customer is basically when this end customer have to interact with various other components of a system, the component interaction becomes so messed up and so complex that that a person who is handling or the development who is developing the code have to go through from first line of code to the last line of code and understand that what is a problem and what needs to be changed, right? So this seems to be a very messed up system, right? You can see that a end customer portal, if you have to go for a order management, you have to go through network management and then go to the inventory or the customer profile to fetch the customer information. And if we have a database change, the developer have to really work so hard to see that whether if I'm changing this service catalog, if I'm adding a column to this service catalog table, or in database, if I'm adding a table, what all components are impacted, right? So this you can see it's a very complex system, right? But when APIs were not there, when architecture, this SOA architecture was not there, this is kind of a system with which people started working, right? All the systems, if you see the legacy system, right, all those legacy systems are built upon this kind of a complex architecture. Okay, now yeah, on a theoretical way, if we look forward, what are the biggest problem statements nowadays? What we faces is systems today are very big, right? We don't have a medium scale systems wherein that we have only one page and which is interacting with two or three other pages, or we have one common component which is interacting with one or two systems, right? This is not a picture now. What picture now is the one component of a system is interacting with hundreds of other components, right, of a system. And that is the reason our systems are becoming very big nowadays. And that is the biggest concern or the problem that older system faces, that when we have to interact with various other components, this is the biggest challenge, that how to tackle that big size of a load, right? The second part here is complexity is increasing exponentially in size. So it is not that with some what I can say code filters or or if we can fix some kind of a code, all those components will become reduced. No, it will not. It will not happen. Uh, if we introduce new and new features, this complexity will keep on increasing, right? So because of this, the complexity increases, and then the system becomes very big, and then the developers have to really understand that what needs to be changed, and if the change happens, what all other components are getting impacted, right? This was the biggest problem statement we have. Now, the other challenge is system needs to be interconnected. All those components, all those systems which is there, right? One system is interacting with various other systems, needs to be interconnected. The problem statement was if one system is developed in Java, the other system is developed in .NET. How this both the systems will interact? There's no way with which that system can be interacted, right? I'm speaking about the legacy systems. Okay, in the legacy system, if one system is developed in Java, other system is developed in .NET, how this both the languages will interact? There's no way to interact or interconnect both the systems, right? So that was again a big challenge. That was a big challenge before. Now, people have started working on object-oriented object-oriented concept, and which really solved the problem of a small system or small or a medium system sized systems. That really helped. For the larger systems, component-driven orientation, right? Component-driven. So one component interacting with 10 systems or 10 other component or 50 components, that helped the larger systems. But there was no solution for very large systems like banking system, right? So if banking systems needs to work, there's no solution of object oriented or component oriented. Both the systems will not work, right? And if we are working in a systems of systems, so let's take an example. If we are if mainframe, if there is a mainframe system, and at the front end side we have some Java based application, so systems of systems interaction will become really very complex. First of all, it is not possible, but in some way, if we handle that kind of scenarios as well, this will not make a proper solution, right?
In the next video, we will learn about what is SOA